Hey, can we just add? Those might be the 5 words that start the most dangerous sentences in all of game development. If you've worked in game development for any length of time, chances are you've heard that sentence. Hey, can we just add another weapon? Hey, can we just add mouse? Hey, can we just add another game mode? Maybe it came from an executive, maybe it came from marketing, maybe it came from an overly enthusiastic leader, maybe it came from the people around you, maybe it's bubbling up from your own subconscious. At first blush, it seems like an innocent enough question. Can we add another weapon? We already have 200. Can we add mounts? It's early enough in development for us to figure out how to make that work, right? Hey, can we make it so you can ride dragons? An actual question I got from an executive on Dragon Age Inquisition. That's no big deal. It was only a sentence. But the reality is it's never just one more thing. Every feature we add, every piece of content we add has a greater cost than the feature itself. Adding features late in development is super duper dangerous. Sometimes it's the right thing to do, though. One of the biggest traps of this question, can we just add, is it's asking you to consider this feature, this piece of content in isolation. So if someone asks, can we add another weapon? The place that your brain immediately goes is going to be related to your discipline. If you're a designer and someone asks that question, you're going to think, well, all I need to do is create one more item file, and it's going to be a little bit of extra design, not a big problem. Maybe I can do that in half a day. If you're a little bit more experienced, that circle starts to widen. So you think, oh, okay, wait, we also would need a new model. We also would need a new icon, a new description. We're going to need to translate that description. Maybe if it's something really different, like a flail, we're going to need new animations. We're going to need secondary animations on the weapon. We're going to need new VFX and new sounds. So as you consider it, as you start to realize all the departments that it includes, you start to realize how much more expensive it could potentially be. Every new thing usually has a downstream impact. It usually has other departments that aren't obvious immediately that are also going to be affected. But actually, all of these are direct costs. These are all quite quantifiable. You can have a list of things that are likely going to be triggered by the addition of a single isolated piece of content. All of the departments that are going to be activated when you add a new weapon. But those are just the direct costs. It's really the indirect costs that are going to get you into trouble. Because if we add just another weapon, what is it also going to do? It's going to trigger a bunch of QA, because now we have to test that weapon under a bunch of different situations. We have to test that weapon's interaction with all of the other content and gear in the game. Does it cause balance destabilizations when it's combined with certain other pieces of gear? If it's a very different model or it has very different animation, what happens if it is in a cutscene? Does it stick out of the level in certain places because you made a spear in a game where the longest weapon until now was only 3 feet long? Does it give you an unbalanced advantage because you've increased my reach substantially? You can draw a very tight box around this and try to contain it. You can say, yes, we can add another weapon, but it has to use the existing animation. It has to fit within the boxes we've already established, and that will allow you to remove some of this testing burden. But chances are, if this question is being asked, it's not, can we add another weapon? It's going to be, can we add another weapon, ... with this strange property that I've come up with? Because if all they want is another sword, then that's a much more contained problem, and that chances are that question isn't really being asked in a dangerous way. Chances are, if can we just add is being asked, especially at the end of a project, it's being asked for something that is outside of your existing norms. So what's going to happen if you say yes to that, it's likely going to activate almost every department within your entire project. It's going to spiderweb across all of your existing content. One simple weapon is going to turn into new animations, new sounds, new models, new design. It's going to require retesting and rebalancing of potentially all the combat in the entire game. It might require reshooting of cinematics. It might require changes to level art. Something else to consider when you're asked, hey, can we just add, is does this feature, does this piece of content even fit in the game we're trying to make? But the answer to that question isn't always yes. If you are making a very grim, grounded, realism-driven game, adding a secret cow level probably doesn't fit. Adding a weapon that looks like a rubber mallet goes squeak, squeak, squeak every time you hit someone with it probably doesn't fit. You may have a deeper understanding of the tone and setting of your game than the person asking this question. So take a moment at least to think, does this fit, or is it antithetical to the game that we're making? A lot of features, a lot of time the answer to that question is going to be kind of, it doesn't exactly fit, but maybe it's close enough. Maybe we can squint and make it fit. Maybe we can put a lampshade on it and make it fit. But at least ask, because there are features that might seem reasonable when you first think of them that actually don't fit into your game. When we are thinking about this question, our natural instinct is to consider the little atomic entity that's being asked for. And that's really what the question is asking us to do. But what we have to do is step back and think, that's not really what's being asked here. What's really being asked here is, can we afford to touch every part of the game in order to accommodate this small additional change? But sometimes this is the right thing to do. Sometimes we should add that new feature. Sometimes we should make that sacrifice, even though it likely is going to result in an impact to the polish of the entire rest of the game. Maybe the game needs it. Maybe we realize that without weapons of different length, combat feels too repetitive, too samey. So we need to add this to make it feel better, to let combat be interesting for a longer period of time. In that case, we're actually embracing that destabilization. We're actually doing it because it has these impacts, because what we find when we test the game is that we need that. Or maybe we realize that the market has shifted under us, and the feature at the end of can we just add is suddenly a table stakes feature. So we weren't planning to do mounts, and now we realize that games in our segment require mounts. So we're looking to add this because we have to meet expectations. Now, in that case, we can probably draw a very tight box around it. And the answer to what happens in cutscenes, what happens to the level art, what happens with companions, what happens to ... is just nothing. We just draw as tight of a box as we can and just do the feature that we have to do in order to check the box. But in the first case, we're doing it because the game needs it, because it actually is covering for a lack. We need to embrace that impact. In the late stages of the game, we shouldn't be asking, can we do this? We should be asking, what will this actually cost? What will the actual impacts be? These sound like the same question, but they're not, because can we do this is pushing you towards yes. And successful teams are much more comfortable saying no, are much more comfortable saying even, we can do this, we can afford this, but we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't afford this. Making a game successfully is as much about saying no to things as it is saying yes to things. So learning early on to say no, learning early on that understanding the true consequence of an addition is necessary is going to help you be successful, figure out how to make the best game you can. The reality is that feature creep rarely arrives as this single massive ask. Let's double the size of our game. Let's triple the size of our game. Let's add an entire additional chapter. Usually it comes as a series of small additions, each of which has unintended costs, each of which causes greater complexity, and the game bubbles up little by little by little until control is lost, until the game becomes impossible to complete. So when you're considering a new feature, a new piece of content, you need to consider what other systems does this affect? What other departments am I not thinking about right now? How does this interact with all of the other features and content that are already in the game? What are we going to give up by doing this? Does this fit into the design that we already have? Is this a feature that makes sense in our game at all? And after all of that, then think about, given all of that, is the improvement worth the cost? Is the impact, the loss of polish, the loss of other features, other content worth what we're going to gain? Sometimes the answer to that question is going to be yes. So when someone asks, can we just add, and then whatever horrible thing finishes that sentence, remember they're really probably only seeing the tip of a giant cost iceberg. If they are outside the project, they may not even see that. Ideas are basically free. Lots of people have ideas. Just because someone comes up with an idea, just because that person who came with the idea is your boss, doesn't mean the right answer is to say yes. Great games are defined as much by what they don't do as by what they do. So we have to learn to say no. Games are made as much by their no's as by their yeses. A special thanks to my members. They provide the resources that this channel needs to keep running. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's a link to that down in the description. We also have a Patreon if you're more comfortable supporting the channel in that way. Both patrons and channel members get early access to videos. So you will see videos before they come out to the public. We are also doing weeklies, which will only ever be available to patrons and channel members. In the weeklies, I will discuss what I'm planning to do in the coming week. If that is interesting to you, you may consider joining up for that. Have you ever worked on a project that lost control of itself and added feature after feature and after feature and ended up weeks, months, years late? Have you played a game that had a feature that you weren't even sure why it was in there? What was that feature? Why do you think they added it? Let's talk about that down in the comments. I will see you again soon. Thank you.